Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome, I'm Ben.
What do you have for sale?
A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Off on another adventure, are we?
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest. My uncle Solomon is a former Aura and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was possibly with a wand.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help. Come on, I'll take... This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne?
You didn't, truly. It's nice to meet you, by the way.
I am. Sebastian and I...
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a power. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever...
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go... I must say, I wasn't prepared for him.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and they both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. Sebastian cannot take away my pain.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian and he...
I can only hope he realizes I'm getting tired. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr...
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I was about to check on Anne.
She's all right. She said...
Nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks...
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian... He's no idea the harm he could do if he... I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so...
He's always angry. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father. I'm the one trying to help her.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that...
I refuse to believe that. I miss my sister. Come with me. I need to... Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Defender, Levioso! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Confringo! Glacius! Descendo! Defender! Levioso! Accio!
Let's get this over with.
Confringo! Glacius! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Arresto Moment Descendo! Defendo! Levioso!
You've made your last mistake. Ah, you seem tired.
Confringo!
One less. You'll make
Potato!
There.
Defendo! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Glacius! Depulso!
I won't rest.
Confringo! Glacius! Depulso! Defendo! Levioso!
No!
Protego! Stupid one! Levioso! Defendo! Confringo! Glacius! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Arresto Momentum! Descendo! Levioso! Confringo! Depulso! Confringo! Glacius! Defendo! I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn... Revelio!
Those loyalists deserved...
Couldn't agree more. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing toward... She came face to face with a horde of goblins. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the... They didn't even give her a...
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering.
My thoughts exact. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be the only way to learn what type of...
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending...
And at Rookwood. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have
Revelio.
set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a
Revelio.
Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think ran... Oh, and this house belonged to a... If I didn't know you, I'd think...
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? You for answers about what happened to Anne.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Lumos! Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Confringo! Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Confringo! You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft. Lumos.
A daydream? because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but fair enough. I can see.
I'm listening.
I think it's.
But you said you didn't really.
That's true. And I'm still. What I do know is that my ability.
Wait. We can get.
We can. But perhaps.
Understood. Well then. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
"没有声音，才发现有声音，已经17分钟，但是到现在那个游戏 crash 掉，我们重新 start 过。等它 start 的时候，我们讲这句话。之前没有什么讲到东西，那就是讲这句话是第28话，我们继续我们的旅程。让它不好先。那么最近很会 crash，游戏。快点，有点慢。不知道他会在哪里。
Look at this.
前面这里。
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Revelio.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream?
Protego!
Because that happens to me too.
Lumos!
要讲话噻。
I know.
Honest.
Fair.
I'm listening.
But that's what I...
Wait.
OK，
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
你去了。不要再 crash 啊！回来了。
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
被人撕掉了。
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if
Revelio.
something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar...
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic.
I can't be sure, of course, but...
Very well.
True.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. Did I mention that, apparently, Salad...
You did not. Sounds well...
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you... I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this.
OK，
I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
没出去。
Meet me near the ruins of Falbottom Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
聊着什么？对，还有7分钟。我们去做这个。我在这里开始的。那先好，我们再继续。你。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
The Pinch Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share. with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Okay.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands, from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello! I don't believe we've met officially.
Hello, Amit.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't?
That's very kind of you, Amit.
I'm certain. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard? It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument.
Well,
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the store. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me.
Okay. Để làm xong.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Giờ cầm hả đây?
Levioso, Accio. Descendo, Arresto Momentum. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo.
Mày cứ放hồ.
A pristine
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope.
Yes, what?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happened. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts.
Constellation.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use...
Okay, no?
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't... Shall we?
Hãy đào phân trong cái hình chữ map.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then. Lumos.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
Huh?
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course.
Lumos.
It's just not as tidy as I expected. More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no. Not this close to school, Amit.
没有过来呢。
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
来。
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
大的在这里。
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Rotate. 这样子哦。
Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
这两个距离对啊，我可以zoom in zoom out。要这样子，对 ，OK。
I was right about the tables. They really are gateway, and your contribution was invaluable.
Thank you, Amit.
And I look forward to writing. This is only the beginning. You will find more, and if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old
That's quite generous.
You are welcome. It has goblin. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know. And anyway.
刚刚。The high keep。这一个我们可以做这个，然后再去做的 high keep。 最后在这里暂停。如果大家还是喜欢视频的话，请去追踪我们下期见，谢谢大家。